Hi ladies, welcome to day one. We're gonna get started down on the floor with a band. So just grab a band and come join me down here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Draw the abs in and brace like somebody's gonna hit you. Now take your right arm, left leg, reach out and hold for 3, 2, 1, and switch. Good, breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And we are trying to make our bodies as long as we can. Not reaching up, but reaching out. Should feel so good, waking up all those muscles around the spine. And as you keep progressing in your pregnancy, as I keep progressing in mine here, you may find yourself wanting to do these little warm-up stretches here, dynamic stretches. Here we go. Spine openers, hand under shoulder, knee under hip, leg out to side, fingertips at temples. Take the elbow to the ceiling and bring it down nice and easy though, not overextending past the line of the body. Good. Breathe. Yeah, you might find yourself just wanting to do these on non-workout days, right? I, especially as we progress, tend to do bird dogs often during the day because I like the release that it gives my back. This one too, good. Switch sides, feel it out. You'll find kind of your favorite exercises and favorite stretches and whatnot, and absolutely return to them and do them as often as you can because it's going to give you relief. Good. Last 2 on this side. And we'll take it up standing with that band. Definitely have water with you. Take water breaks whenever you need it. Right now we're going to do easy banded pull apart. So feet under hips, knees soft, core still braced. It's still in the game. Shoulders down away from ears. And we're going to pull towards the center of the chest and up and over behind us. All right, today we have a superset and then a tricep. Superset, we do 2 exercises back to back. Then we rest. Then we go on to 3 exercises all in a row and rest at the end of those. So you need an exercise ball. This is going to be really important through the rest of your pregnancy. So if you don't have one right now, you're definitely going to want to grab one for future weeks. Shoulders down away from ears, knees soft. It also helps in those last couple weeks of pregnancy. Just sitting on it, bouncing on it, gives again like pelvic floor some relief that when it's tough to sit in chairs. So what I like to use it for in these workouts, bring it on up to a banded press here. Palms face each other, knees still soft, and press out. Shoulders down away from ears. I like to use it for that propping up because we are avoiding lying flat on our backs now, right? So if you do not have that, you can use a bench to prop up and can kind of jimmy it with a couch and other things. But I really, really like the exercise ball. So I would just suggest hitting the Amazon order or whatever you need to do for that. All right, hip flexor openers, standing knees soft, front, side, down, breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. So we're gonna have an excellent workout. I mentioned the large ball. You're also going to want something heavy that you're gonna row. I've got a 25 for that. 2 weights that you're gonna press. I've got 15s for those, and then a mini band or a long band with handles if either one that you have will work. Good. All right. Leg swings laterally, standing knees soft. You can grab something to hold on to. Deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We are going to have a great workout. We're going to give it everything we've got today and no switch sides. That return on our investment is huge. We're going to have great energy today and just the investment for the rest of pregnancy, delivery, and beyond. So focus in, focus on what your body's doing. We're going to give this all we've got for just about 20 minutes or so. Good. Leg swings to the front. Standing knee is soft. Good. Waking up those hamstrings and glutes. Nice. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth and switch it up. Last thing I didn't tell you that we needed is if you have a bench, we're also going to use a bench. I will show you options though if you can't jimmy that if you don't have a bench. Okay. All right. First exercise, take a peek and you can grab water. While I demo it, you're going to use your exercise ball against a wall. I absolutely love this variation because we get that extra support for the core. It also makes it a little more of a hamstring squat than the typical goblet squat. So exercise ball is going right above your glutes to like your shoulders, pelvic tuck so that we're pressing into the ball. Feet are in front of you, hip width at least or a little wider. So as we squat down with an inhale, we're going to inhale, squat. We have to make sure those knees do not come over the toes. If they are, you need to walk your feet a little more out front. Make sure your heels are down. Your heels cannot come up at any point. Shoulders down, relaxed, away from the ears. This would be baseline to do it here. extra to add a weight. Okay, so I'm gonna add a weight to it, and then we'll get on to, I'll show you the rows next. But let's hit these first. If you do not have the exercise ball or just do but don't have a wall to push up against, you could just sub regular goblet squats that we've been doing right here without the ball. Okay, let's go, ladies. Inhale down, exhale up. We've got 10. It's slow and controlled. Using that breath, shoulders down away from ears, leg grip on that weight if you're using it. And focus on pushing up through the heels. Good. Last thing, no locking up the knees at the top. Keep them soft. 4 and up. Nice. 3. Good. Stay with it. Last one right here. Rack it down. Don't let that ball go too far. We're going to need it soon. Now, we are going to use the bench. If you do not have the bench, you can sub just a unilateral row where you put your hand on anything. So if it's not a bench, you would just put your hand on a bench stepper chair, stand like this, row all on one side, on the other. If you have the bench, we are going to actually make this harder on the core, which is a way to keep the core in the game without directly working it all the time. So take a peek. Hand goes to the bench, and if you have any issue keeping your hand like this, you can grab a dumbbell to put it on so your wrist is in neutral. Otherwise, we're setting up here on all fours. The opposite leg gets extended in a bird dog. Hips and shoulders have to be square to the floor. This arm is going to row. So the opposite arm of the leg that's extended is coming elbow toward ribs. The real difficulty is in not letting your hips and shoulders twist. All right, it's going to be great. We're going to get 10 each side. Let's go. Shoulders down away from ears. Look at the bench. We go. Exhale up. Inhale down. So drive that elbow back. Good. Core is braced. This is where core stays in the game. We don't want to overtax it, but we do want to keep it in the game. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Things are heating up. Good. Other side. Let's go. Extend the leg. Looking at the bench, we go. Drive and down. Drive and down. Exhale, inhale. Nice. Beautiful, ladies. Come on. Break is coming. 4, 3. Perfect. 2. Get out and rest. Nice job. Beautiful. I'm going to keep scooching this back and forth, which is fine because we have the break anyway. But if you have the room, you don't have to do that. Good. Rest. Shake it out. Breathe and get water. Now, we are nice and warm, and that was a nice little trial set. It was a working set, but we also felt out how that felt, how the form was, so now we can assess. Do we go up or down? Remember, we are pregnant, and that's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's not a disability. So we want to be careful, but we also want to push ourselves. I was between going to the, and you do not have to copy my exact weights. I don't want you to. I want you to do what's hard for you. I was between doing the 20 and the 25 on the row. And I said, you know what, I'll start with the 25 and go down to the 20 if I need to. That was plenty hard. It's gotten my heart rate up. I'm a little winded. My back was working hard. I'm going to stay with it. It is okay to be uncomfortable. So safety always first. We don't want to push past, and hurt our backs, or especially like we just want to be careful form-wise, but we don't want to be comfortable. Okay. There's a difference between like uncomfortable back pain or uncomfortable, man, I'm really working. We're still really working, okay? All right, let's go. Second set, shoulders down away from ears, core braced, feet are in front of you if you've got that ball. We sit and then we press. Good, the work is right here on that press up. Yes, inhale, exhale. We're getting quads, the front of the thighs. We're getting hamstrings, back of the thighs. We are getting, inner thigh. It's good, and we're getting glutes too. Last 3, ladies. 3, up. Good, moving with power. 2, up. And 1, rack it down. Nice job. Bench time. Good. Here we go. Hips and shoulders stay square to the bench. Shoulders down away from ears. Extend, just in line with the body. We go. Exhale, inhale. We're getting lats and rhomboids, those big back muscles. We're also getting bicep and rear delt from the pull. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then because of this leg extension and opposition, we are getting even some back of the core, like glutes and hamstrings, as well as front of the core from stabilizing. Shoulder 2, because we're in this all fours position. It's a really great full body exercise. 4, 3, 2, nice. Last one. Good, rest. Yeah, you're going to see this if you hang out beyond pregnancy. Once we get into like my monthly workouts, the Chasing Greatness group, we do these quite often. They're in the rotation because they're just so much bang for your buck. All right, we have one more set of each. Then we move on to exercise ball floor press. So it's primarily pecs, also tricep and shoulders. I'm going to use my 15s for that. I have been using 20s, but because we're propped up on the ball now, not on the floor, I want a little lighter because I don't want to put too much in my low back. So this is, again, that prudence of what kind of uncomfortable we're going for. So I've got 15s in the exercise ball and then the mini band or the long band to work our outer thighs, our glutes, and by association, our core gets indirectly worked because we are doing one leg at a time. If you have balance issues at this point, grab a chair, a wall, or something to hold on to. It's okay to lean a little forward and do that. That's coming up next. All right, deep breaths in through the nose, exhale the mouth, pause me and take a longer break if you need it, ladies. And we're getting into this last set. All right, here we go. Powerfully, all we got for this, we go inhale, exhale, go. Good, push against that ball. Stay with it, go down, drive up through the heels, squeeze your glutes to the top for 4. Nice, come on, 2. Last one. Rack it out, good. Don't let that ball go too far. It's coming right back into the game in a minute. Last bird dog row each side. 20 reps and we're done with this. Okay, here we go. Deep breaths. In through the nose, exhale the mouth. Extend, look down. We pull back. Drive that elbow back, not just up, towards the ribs. Good, come on. I know it's fatigue setting in. Get as many as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out. Nice work. Woo, these are not easy. Okay, last 10. We'll fight for it though. Go. 10. Yes. Come on. Body strong. Make that body long. Core still bracing. You've got 5. 3, 2, 1. Get out. Nice work. All right. Whenever you feel like you're like at your max, I hope it's encouraging to you to hear me huffing, puffing, and really working for the last reps because I 100% am. This is 100% my workout for the day. I'm not the kind of person that would film a video and then go do my real workout. This is my real workout. And I'm making sure it's hard for myself because I wouldn't waste it. Okay, for the floor press, this is what it looks like. We're propped up just to keep ourselves off being totally flat. So that ball is really where it feels comfortable for you. If you have a bigger ball, you can even let your head rest on it. I tend to keep my head up here. It just depends. Make sure you're not getting any coning in the core. You can even go down lower if you're getting coning, but then you have to keep the neck up. So feel it out. Weights are here. They're starting up over shoulders. We inhale, elbows to rib. We exhale up to the ceiling. So this is where if you do not have the exercise ball, you could really just prop your back up against a bench or something and do it like this, or get your shoulder blades like just below your shoulder blades on a bench and hold the glute bridge. That's going to be even more work for the back of your core. So feel it out. We just ideally don't want to be flat on our backs working for too long. All right, so we've got 10 reps of these, ladies. Nice strong wrists, knuckles to ceiling. We go inhale down, exhale up. Think about pushing from the chest. Like I said, we're getting pecs, triceps, and shoulders. Make sure you have that slight pelvic tuck so you're not feeling it too much in your low back. For 4, 3, nice. 2, last rep. Get up safely. Take those weights down to your hips. Sit down. And then we are coming standing. I'll show you first if you have the long band because I do prefer to do this with the mini band, but I know not everybody has it, and that's fine. So both options that we're going to do next. This first one, weight bands rather, are right to your sides, knees are soft, and we are going out for the abductors. Once we do kickback, same setup, we're just going back. Now, if you need more tension, your band's pretty light, you can crisscross your handles, and that gives you a little bit more tension on it. And then if you're using the mini band, I'm gonna try the medium, but I am getting to the point where I'm starting to get a little bit of like that deep groin pain if I do too much pushing out. So I'm gonna try medium, but I might even go to light again to watch out for that, just in case that's you. So this band would be above knees. The other band, you just saw how it works. Standing knees soft. Again, feel free to hold something. Core is braced. This foot's flexed and it goes out to the side. All right, join me. Exhale, inhale. Now, bonus points if you can not tap that toe down in between, which just keeps the work in. This standing glute is really more what we're working right here. For 3, we're working both. 2, 1, but that's a sneaky one. It feels like, good, switch sides. It feels like we're working this leg, but really this one's getting a lot. So we want to avoid the over lean. Try to keep your body up nice and tall. That's where we're getting all that core benefit, especially pulling in our deep abs and our obliques. 3, 2, last rep. 1, good. Same thing. I'm just changing this so you can see how the move changes. Core is still slightly pelvic tucked. One foot now is more forward. Back foot is going back. And then the toe would either tap down if you need to for balance, or it would stay in the air. But think about it like if you were on a mat, it's going to the back corner of the mat. Okay, shoulders down away from ears, knees soft. We go. Exhale, inhale. Again, try not to tap it down. But if you need to, that's totally fine. And if you need to hold on to something, also totally fine. Exhale, inhale. 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Other side. 10. Good. Careful not to dump into that hip so we're not leaning into that side. Keep everything really squared up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out. Nice job. All right, rest. You can take that band off. I'm going to keep the rest minimal because we were getting that rest. Luckily, when we do floor press, we're resting low body. When we were just working low body, we were resting upper body. So we're able to go into it usually more a little quickly because you did just rest opposite muscle groups. But if you need a longer break, pause me. Definitely get water. I'm going to grab water too. And do that second set assessment. Was it difficult enough? Okay, or do you need to go up in something? Up in band, up in weight for this floor press. All right, shoulders down away from ears. Let's make sure I stay in the frame here. I want to roll right out of the frame. All right, core in the game. Set it up, ladies. Let's go. A little more power this time. Inhale, exhale. This is our workout for the day. We want to make it worth it. Good. We do want to push ourselves safely. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rack it down to the hips. Get up safely. We go into the band, whichever you're using, out to the side first. This time, like I said, even more powerfully, making sure we're not overleaning to the side. Everything's tall and really centered. Standing knees soft. Let's go. 10, 9, yes. Shoulders down away from ears. Sometimes on this one, we're so hunkered down that then we start creeping up. 3, 2, other side. Plant that foot, knee soft. Go. Side. Yes. Oh. Last 2. I love this one. Both of them really. To the back. Let's go. Sneaky core benefit, especially in the abductors. You just get so much of the opposite abs kicking in. Nice. For 5. This is getting glute and hamstring back here. 2, 1. Glute on that standing leg. 2. We go up. Flex that foot. That leg is straight. Front knee bent. Good. For 5. Breathe. Shoulders down. 3, 2. Get out. Nice job. Okay. I don't know about you. I'm sure they are. My glutes are totally on fire. Glutes and hamstrings. But again, hopefully inner thighs feeling good still. One quick tip and trick before we finish this last set. If you are like me and you sometimes get that deep groin or inner thigh pain, the thing that does help is putting a foam roller, or if you don't have a foam roller, you could use a roll of paper towels or a rolled up beach towel, something like that. This is the little exception I make where I will lay on my back, put my feet up, so feet are flat, upper body's there, roller is between knees, and I will squeeze, release, and it will sometimes help to alleviate that or alleviate low back pain. So take it easy again in that sense of just be so much of pregnancy and postpartum falls under the be smart, listen to your body. That's a very hard thing to be ambiguous and gray area. But the truth is every pregnancy is different. This is my 5th pregnancy. They've all been different. I just told my husband the other day, our 3rd pregnancy, our 3rd son, I couldn't do lunges anymore at this point. I had too bad of a deep groin pain, but right now we're still cooking there. So just be smart. Listen to your body. All right, here we go. Feet hip width, knuckles straight and strong. Look at the ceiling. We go. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Beautiful. Whew. Last push set, ladies. Good for 4. Getting stronger. 3, 2, and 1. Rack it down safely. Good work. Get it off to the side. Grab that band. This is home stretch. Finish line is in sight here. We've got abductors. We've got kickbacks. We've got a quick stretch. All right. Standing knee soft. Working foot. That leg is straight. Foot is flexed. Good. Nice. Shoulders down. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Other side. Let's go. Pretend like you're pushing through mud. There's a resistance here. 4. Nice. 2, 1. And kick back. Standing knee soft. Back leg straight. Foot flex. Go. 10. Shoulders down. Neck and jaw relaxed. Drive that heel for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last set. Last 10, ladies. Front knee soft. Go. Push and push. Higher. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get out. We're done. Oh my gosh, they're screaming. Okay, very good. We'll start with stretching those glutes. Standing knee soft. Grab something if you need to. Crisscross the ankle over the knee and breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Shoulders down, away from ears, in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Beautiful work. Crisscross other side. Getting that full body in under 25 minutes. Warm up to cool down, and you're set. Remember that. Tell yourself that the days you do not think you have time to get your workout in. Remember, by the time you press play, something that people usually say about any of our programs, but pregnancy and monthly and whatever, is I like that I don't get super sweaty because you can rarely. Sometimes we'll have like a HIIT workout, not in the pregnancy program, but in some of the other programs, they'll have a little HIIT finisher, and you might get a little sweaty. And not to say you're not sweaty now, but you know what I'm saying. If you know you're gonna go do like a spin class or something, you know you have to pencil in that time to shower, but this you can just fit it in wherever. The important thing is just fitting it in. It's about, maybe a little over an hour a week to get our 3 workouts in. So a little bit of input, whole lot of return. Good. Palms together, reach forward. Feel that nice mid-back stretch. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. All right, feet together. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, please. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Great work. I will see you next workout.